in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he's going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there. Went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second down, here's Crowell. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Good.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Boom. Land it. Over. All right, now, look. Hurry up. Here we go. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They'll look to throw here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Here we go
receiver run here. It's Coleman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. All right, here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 98 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On the run, it's Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Back
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Another pistol look here.
Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
And the wideout in motion.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And the back goes into motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down following the run. Back to throw here. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. D. Ford from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit. Hurry up. Gone.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Oh, the hurdle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Watch him now, Barney.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
No, check, Patriot!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught here by Conley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. Go. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Leopard.
Halfback sent in motion.
Leopard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. Green, watching that Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go now. The Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
Set, blue, landing. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Conley's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Here we go. Blue, landing. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he motions the wide receiver. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
Gets it to Gordon. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
the gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. Over.
To throw now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll set up to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 6 there on first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're back now in KC. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they're
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And quickly they get to the line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Crowell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. They're still tied. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hurry up, here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
All right, now, look at 56. Now, let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Now let's go.
And they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Shreds the tackle. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in your coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Now on 3rd and long, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And now here comes Kansas City. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And a cutback right sideline. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. One final shot. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.